I think we're ready. We're ready to begin. So I want to welcome you and thank you for coming to our very first ever Sanford Shark Tank, presented to you by our graphic design class. With us today, our sharks are head of the upper school, Lynn Castro. She's an experienced administrator. Welcome, Lynn. A talented and creative professional, Betty O'Regan, head of the art department, has been at Sanford for 35 years. Welcome, Betty O'Regan. Fully licensed to guide any Sanford student through the college process, Casey Zimmer is an expert at the college selection process. Welcome, Mr. Zimmer. Sandy Suddy, or Sandy the Shark Suddy, is an expert at media, media mogul, and research. So welcome, Mrs. Suddy. Thank you. So traditional to Shark Tank, we have our young entrepreneurs who have been charged with researching a new hybrid product. They've drawn on their experience as young adults, and many of their products and ideas come directly from life. So we are going to hear about their new ideas and new products and their ventures. I'm sure you'll be very excited about that. So thank you. First up, we have Marty Matt Lupton and John E.P. They bring determination and lively singing voices to the tank with their innovative design for making music in the shower.
Marty!
Morning, Sharks. My name is Matthew, better known as Marty.
My name is John Duque.
So I have a question. How many of you take showers?
Okay, so how many of you enjoy music?
Well, then our product is perfect for you.
Our product takes showering to a whole nother level. We introduce you to the power shower.
These business cards, that's how. The power shower is a shower head. It has 12 color changing LED lights that sync with any song through Bluetooth technology.
So now, next time you're in the shower, you can sing like the star you are.
It doesn't matter what genre of music you like. The power shower will change the speed of the lights depending on the beats per minute.
We're here today because you're asking for $750,000 for 10% stake in our company.
So which shark wants to join our team and keep the world clean? Here's a picture. Changing lights.
You have a sample, a demo.
No.
Have you tested your product?
Yeah, it works. It works great. It changed my life.
What was your sample? Was it a random sample? Was it people that you knew?
It was just me and John.
Is that together or at separate times?
It was both. We wanted to try.
Okay.
Is there any other product out there like yours?
No,
There's
one
not.
that like changes lights and one that plays music.
We combined and conquered.
So it's similar, but you, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
How is it powered?
These batteries.
And how's it installed? Where does it go?
You can do it yourself. It's pretty easy.
It's a shower head.
It's user friendly.
Sits on the shower? Under the shower?
No, it's a shower head.
It's a
It's
shower head.
Yeah.
So it's an electrically operated shower head.
It's wet.
Distributes water in a steamy environment.
Shop.
What's the insurance
Shop.
on that item?
Proven
Like,
to electrify your home.
yes.
It won't electric.
Gives your morning control.
It won't blink.
There is no prototype that you've tested at all?
No, they said they tested it.
Yeah.
Tested, okay.
Tested.
There's no
We're
prototype
live,
for,
so we're-
but you've only sampled it with you.
It's a concept.
So my question is, you're getting the strobe lights in your shower in the morning with your music. Have you thought about whether this would be prone to accidents as people start dancing in their shower?
If you're careful.
Maybe we could come up with a special mat for the floor of the shower, so that, you know, when you start to Dougie,
Dance bars?
you know.
But then that would kill some of the dance moves. You can't slide around.
A fair point.
Okay, Sharks, it's time for your decision, and it's time for these guys to actually finish it. In the shower, in the rain. You good? Thanks, guys.
Do we get to make?
If you would like to, but you can give it. If you'd like to take a vote, you sure can. Thank you, Wes.
How bad?
Do they get an investment from the Sharks?
I know, the Sharks are cool stuff. Anybody want to invest in this company?
I think before I invested, I need to feel a little bit better about the level of electronic safety.
Yeah.
It's a concern I'm partying my way to my doom.
There wasn't enough testing and research, so I'm out.
Yeah. The Sharks have been asked if they want to invest, consider, or send the group back to the drawing table, so that was really, since
I'd
there's
consider
no
it
real
before
money
testing.
involved in this.
I too would consider it.
Price is negotiable.
But our lives are not.
It's a risky idea.
Thanks.
Okay.
Okay, Beth Monday and Robert Stafford are founders of CS Solutions, a company devoted to saving cell phone energy prices. Their technology uses the power of movement to charge phones to change the world.
We have a presentation that Robert's going to attempt to technologically bring up. So, good morning. I'm Sebastian, this is Robert Stafford, and we have an idea for a charger for your phone that works off the energy of your body.
Because everybody has a cell phone now these days, and I know for a lot of us, we have a problem that it usually dies halfway through the school day, and you don't really have the time to charge your phone, you want the wall charger, because you go from class to class.
So it uses, wait, let me go on that slide. Yeah. So it uses a kinetic energy thing, I don't know what it's called.
Piezoelectric.
It's that thing. It, so it uses vibrations from like walking. So every time you take a step, you create vibrations. Or when you move your arms, you create vibrations, and it expands and contracts the generator, and which then converts it into an electric charge that stores on a battery.
So this is our product. called the Active Charge, and it's the world's first magnetic charger, which you can have anywhere on your person, and you just carry it around with you, and as you move, it charges the whole pattern. And you can charge any device that has a USB port. You just hook your cable into it and plug in your device. So this is the type of generator I was describing. It with vibrations, yeah, it does the same thing that I said earlier, so I'm not going to repeat myself, but yeah. So for our charger applications, we could also have it added into vehicles, like around, just as you're driving, you can also charge them, and it could create the first like electric car that you don't need to charge and plug in anywhere. And we also plan to integrate the device completely into cell phones, so you never have to carry it around with you. It's just already in your phone, and you never have to charge it at all. And that's the product.
I think it's a fantastic
I'm gonna
idea.
invest.
This is a very creative idea. Have you tried to test this as a prototype?
We haven't tried to test it as a prototype because it's expensive like design, but the kinetic energy is starting to make really big advancements.
How much do you want us to invest?
We would like 500,000 for 15% stake.
And what does it cost to manufacture these, and what are you
Well, they're-
selling them for?
There are 3 different levels. So they cost, like the plastic ones cost about like 30, 40 bucks to produce. And we would sell them for like 60 bucks. And then there's another higher up level which is made out of metal and it's waterproof. And we would sell that one for like 100 bucks.
What's your marketing plan?
Well, the marketing plan, we would just start online, mainly with online advertising. We just sell it from the website, and then eventually hopefully get to some sort of big type store like Best Buy.
Does this product already exist on the market in some other form?
Nope, nothing with kinetic energy. This is a charger.
Do you have to wear corduroys wherever you're walking so that you can create the static
No,
there?
you can wear whatever you want.
Okay, so it's not clothing dependent.
No.
Another marketing tool might be for parents who want their kids to be more active. If you have maybe a special adapter where you could adjust the amount of movement required to make it work. That if they're not moving enough,
Power
they can't
their-
use their phones.
They could power their PlayStation only through their own movement.
Right, exactly, yeah.
Burn the amount of time you get to play. So it's got potential there for parenting purposes too.
I wasn't thinking of that because that sounds cool, but sure.
Will we get the patent on your, product with this investment?
We would have to keep a patent on it just in case there's any other option.
We can't trust you.
Can we test it?
So wait a minute, you can't trust us with a product you've not created yet, nor tested. But theoretically, it should be able to work. Sort of like the Death Star, theoretically should
Will
work.
they use these in
If not,
manufacturing?
probably
like,
support.
In larger applications, this is used.
Yeah.
I would need the patent. This is a very high risk.
Unless, if you want to invest 51% stake, then you can.
Okay, Sharks, do you want to invest? Do you want to consider or send it back to the drawing table?
I would say I was on board until the trust issue came up. I think the foundation of any good partnership is trust, and if you're not willing to trust me, I can't trust you with my money.
I
Bam.
agree with that.
Yeah,
Want to reconsider?
Yeah, that took us out of consideration. It's a great idea, very creative.
So thank you. Sanford Lifer, Richard Hernandez determined that he could design a phone charger better than the ones that continue to break or wear out quickly. So welcome to Shark Tank, Richard.
The world.
It's your mom. House mom.
You were on it, then you just had to make that one.
That was, yeah, their demise.
So in case you're wondering if this experience has any practical application, guys,
Don't say that in the job interview.
there's plenty.
Yes.
Is it your folder or this?
Hey, Robert, what'd you guys think of your presentation? What was that?
It was Lucid Press.
Graphic design?
It was nice of them.
Yeah, it was nice. I like their template.
Yes.
Do you trust them that they did it themselves?
Yes, I do. You just don't trust me?
And he has to read this. He knows.
If you like to pull your heavier authority.
Do you need that? Here. This is, here.
Sonny, you gonna step in?
Yeah.
Did you see what went wrong?
I did it for you.
Oh, it was,
Oh,
no, well, we had to do
Chris was watching that.
it. Yeah.
You each need my password. So now
Chris
we
was like watching. I'm so glad.
You're on
You're on it. No, you did a great job. That was a great idea.
Up until the end, it was going swimmingly.
It was asking for it.
Yeah, which I don't have. Thank goodness you're here. Yeah, this
This next lesson, always remember who has the money.
All right, that's right, you got me.
Okay, good.
Be a professional.
Don't worry about it. Is there something specific you want me to put up for that?
Don't even get to say me. It was Rich. Why does money have to be up
it's Rich, there.
So I have a little trouble driving, I'm not my area.
We don't have Photoshop on there.
Yeah,
Google Drive can display PSD files if you don't want them.
What file did you do? Oh, you know, it's in PSD, yeah, it's in Photoshop. And
Right. We won't penalize you for that. Not your fault.
next year we can do it, we have the file.
My idea was a charger, and what makes this different from any other charger ever made is that this one's indestructible and it won't break. So the entire thing's covered in carbide material, and that's one of the strongest materials in the world right now. And it covers the outside and the inside wires to prevent damage to the inside. It's element proof. No elements can destroy. So, and what makes it also different from the others is that it can charge up to 3 phones at once. It's specific for Apple, iPhone 5 and up. It's a 6-foot-long cord, along with the 2 additional USB cords. And I'm selling it for $35.
Is there any way you could make an indestructible phone to go with the charger?
Later down the road.
What do you want from us?
Money to advertise.
How much?
Probably like 500K for 15%.
So you want to retail it at $35 a piece. How much does an actual charger cost to buy? An iPhone charger?
What about the life proof?
It's like it doesn't break.
Yeah, but the product right now that you'd be competing against would be life proof, correct? Is anybody know a case?
Yeah,
Like
like
a life
proof
case?
case.
Yeah. That's your competition.
No, this is fun.
Okay, sorry,
This is
sorry.
fun, this is just
All
for
right.
the charger. So-
How long do typical chargers last?
Well, in my experiences, they last like a month.
Really?
What do you do with your charger?
He takes a shower with it. Power shower.
It's charging the power shower. That's what's happening.
So who's your competition? Kofi?
I mean, any other charger before this one is like irrelevant. This is better than any of them.
Like confidence.
So sharks,
So, Here's my thing. I don't have a problem with the lifespan of my charger because I don't kill it. What I want is a charger that can charge both my iPhone 6, my kids' iPods, my wife's Samsung, and not have to have 742 cords in my drawer trying to figure out which thing charges which thing. If you could do that, I'd be in.
That'd be universal.
But in the absence of that, I don't know if I think I'm out.
You haven't quite sold me on this would be better than anything else out there at this point.
I think I'm gonna take a chance on you, Rich. I think that for teenagers carrying those cords around in their backpacks, this might be a good investment.
All right, thank you, Richard.
I'll take it.
All right, entrepreneurs, Wes Wagner and Andrew Geary developed a robot tank that makes quality breakfast.
Good morning, sharks. So, before how many of you have kids besides the children? How many of you wish that your kids were more independent? Let's say being able to cook their own breakfast
I think they already do that.
when they were young. Now, what if you had a way to teach them to be more independent while they can also have fun? We have a product for that. What if we told you that there's a new toy that we're developing that both teaches them to cook their own breakfast and lets them have fun? This is the koala. See it? Just pass it around. Start here. Not actual size. It's much bigger. So the koala bot is created with two parts, or not two parts, it's created with two main parts. It's the head, which acts to cook the breakfast. That's heat, yes. Also works in the hat. I would not suggest putting it on your head though, because that's where the heat to cook the breakfast comes from. You will radiate down into, let's say, pancake mix, eggs, waffle mix,
Bacon.
bacon. Radiate down, cooking it on a hot stove that absorbs the heat from the head on the bottom. And the best part is, once it's done, those two parts cool down extremely fast, so there's no worry about your children getting their fingers burned.
Well, so you're not good at flipping pancakes? It really helps. Because it kind of
It's both sides at the same time.
It flips everything.
well,
It doesn't flip it,
it
it
cooks
cooks-
both sides at the same time, so it's like,
It's like a George
there's no,
Foreman.
yeah.
How easy is it to clean?
Very easy. It's just, you pour, say you're making pancakes or an omelet or something. All you have to do is pour the mix in, let it cook. It's made with a non-stick coating on the cooking wire. So it's easy, just pop the head open, take it out, it's there. And if it gets greasy or anything, you can just pop the trays out of the top parts, clean them off, and put them back in to dry.
So the cooking surfaces are removable.
Yes. But they're also hermetically sealed. This is one press of a button and it pops out.
Why wouldn't you have like a self-cleaning option?
That would take the cost a lot more, so.
In our experience,
It could happen.
we tested that in the beginning, but it is very expensive. And also, the parent company is our company owns soap distributors, so.
You talked about the top of the functionality, what does the bottom do?
The bottom works as basically the toy component. The top, you could say, is the part of it that's the tool for cooking. Bottom part.
Well, the bottom houses the battery, which allows it to be remote controlled, so that's pretty important.
Where does the fun come in? It sounds like we're just making breakfast here.
Well, as you can see by the design, it looks like a
Looks
tank.
like a rolling koala bear tank.
Yeah. And it comes
things.
with the remote control that goes, they use as a tank.
Oh, you can move it around?
Yeah.
So you could
Like put
deliver,
on the floor,
so
deliver
really,
to your
the
parents.
kids could deliver breakfast to their parents
Hot.
Yes.
in bed, hot. Okay, now
And you're
I'm
gonna-
more
If
interested.
their kids love their parents, they definitely could.
Fair enough. Can it go upstairs?
Not go upstairs, but we're working on developing that later, in later stages.
Does it talk?
It does talk.
It does talk, yes.
Or talk back like your children?
But it will tell you in a voice that is eerily similar to a koala. That your breakfast is done.
How do you program it? How would the students program it to do things besides the remote control movement?
Don't really program it.
Yeah,
It's
it's
Do you
more-
have buttons? How does it work to tell it to
Oh,
make
it's-
breakfast and things like
Oh, you
that?
got remote control.
The tank part and the tank part not connected in the same program. One part says a push of a button, you put whatever you're cooking in, close it, push a button, it starts. Just like rice cookers or pressure cookers and that kind of stuff.
What's your estimated lifespan of this thing, and how much are you planning on selling it for?
Well, we plan on selling, this is not the stop rate. Do you guys remember those those robot, like dinosaurs or those walking robot things? They were really popular. It's about that size, but fully round. About the size, about this tall, this wide, about the size of a very large pancake. It's meant for more than one kid.
Who do you plan to market to? Adults or the children?
Kids, yeah.
Kids.
Planning on marketing the aspect of the fun and the toy part to the kids, but also plan on marketing the functionality and the independence skills that they learn from this toy to the parents. But this is mainly marketed towards younger kids, like from about 5 to 10, that age range.
So, do you put all the ingredients in, like, independently, and it mixes them and everything?
Well, it's like a mix.
Or,
It's
or
like,
does the mix have to be made and then you pour it in?
Well-
I'm confused how I'm gonna get my bacon and my pancakes and my eggs all cooked the right way and not into this
well,
big
there's actually attachments for that. So
eggshell encrusted.
let's say you wanted eggs. For that, you unfortunately would have to mix your own omelet mix. You would have to mix your own pancake mix. But there are attachments so that if you want to cook all at once, you could put one attachment for bacon in like the corner. So you cook only bacon in that corner with the right heat, because it would be thermally cooked to just get the perfect amount of heat.
And the price. What's
And about the price,
What are you
again,
retailing this for?
like the robot would be about $120. But it also comes with a 10-year warranty.
And what does it cost to make?
It costs to make,
So
since
22.
it costs us about, actually it's much less because the company that I actually own owns most mines in Mongolia that have the resources to create this. So the price of procuring the actual materials is much less.
What kind of employees are you employing in Mongolia? Are we gonna end up investing in a company that's gonna be exposed for child,
Child labor.
all of a sudden I'm a little concerned about the international
It's all legal.
implications.
It's all legal. It's all legal.
100%.
Ethical or legal?
It's all legal.
Both.
What are you asking from us?
We're asking for $10,000 for a 10% stake in our company. But before you wonder what that money's for, it's not for the company. Because, as you know, it's mall after koala. This is because we started this company so the profits could go towards all the koalas out there who die from starvation every year because their teeth wear down to the point where they can no longer eat. So
Why don't you just create koala dentures? That would seem to
Actually, part of our
eliminate the middle product here.
Part of our 5-year plan was to create koala dentures after these took off.
Why would we invest if we don't make any profit?
Just because it's a nonprofit doesn't mean that you wouldn't make profit.
All right.
It's illegal.
You had me until that point. I'm not sure how a nonprofit profits.
It's more of a legal term than an actual type of business. I can assure you, you will be making a profit if you invest. If you don't, you will not.
Okay, so
Right.
invest, consider, drawing table.
I think the Mongolia thing has me a little concerned,
Yeah,
so I think I'm out.
yeah, I'm concerned about the ethics of this company.
I think if you had something, a little bit more of a program to do this besides going to international, I think you might have some opportunity.
I agree with Mr. Bittler.
It's always getting away.
All right. Thank you for your
Who did the model?
quality
Did
presentation.
you create the model?
That's a 3D,
That
that's
was-
a 3D print.
Oh, is that on the 3D printer?
That's on the 3D print.
That's pretty excellent.
Pretty awesome.
I wanted to wear it as a hat.
Give him some extra credit for that.
So I could probably have it now.
Senior baseball player Tyler Wall knows firsthand the frustration of being in the field, the sun in his eyes, and no sunglasses. That will never happen if you have a hat equipped with his new invention.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Tyler, and I designed a product called an eye block, which is a pair of sunglasses that would attach to the brim of the hat that would fold up in storage. So if the sun came out suddenly, you wouldn't have to wait until you could go to get your glasses. And the versatility of the eye block, it can be used in almost every sport and almost really anything that you would need sunglasses for. And here is a model of my product. You can see the glasses just simply go on the brim of the hat, and then they're hinged, they would just fold up over the brim out of the way. Yeah, that's all I have.
I think your idea is great. I think you put a lot of thought into your design and especially who you're gonna market it to.
Target audience.
Yeah, it's pretty much everything, but it's mainly for schools.
So are you partnering with a particular sunglass brand? Or is it an attachment to a sunglass that can be uniform?
No, it's like a specialty type of Oakleys that live on.
So this is an Oakley product?
Yeah.
How sturdy are these if, for example, you would take your hat off and throw it down? Would the glasses be okay?
Yeah, because if you want, you can have them just temporarily clipped on, or they actually come with like rivets, and you can put them right to the brim, so you can never come off.
So they would come with the thingies, you know, the arms, what they call them? Arms. That would be removable,
Yeah.
and then put. Is there any other similar product on the market? You're aware of?
How much do you want?
Like $100,000 for 10%.
What do you need the 100,000 for?
For more product development and, I guess, durability testing.
How much would they retail for? $150.
Whoa. Would you consider making one for the normal public with the ability to have any kind of sunglass?
Yeah.
Please learn. Just.
I- Yeah.
Go ahead. What about people who don't like Oakleys?
Well, then you'd have the one that take in those sunglasses.
You what?
You'd have the one that would take in those sunglasses.
I think your product has a lot of potential. I would like to invest.
I'm a little concerned about the price, the retail price. Did you, what made you make that decision? What?
Because they're ranked Oakleys.
Oh, the brand?
Because he's targeting
I see.
professional
Higher.
sports, which has
Okay.
a higher quality.
Okay,
sunglass.
okay.
I think if you can bring your price point down a little bit, I think it's a very marketable product. I think the more valuable part of it would be the universality of it. Like going beyond Oakley brand, I think this is a large scale possible thing. I think at $150 for Oakley buyers, you're pretty narrow in your market. That's my concern. But I think if you can really focus on the more generalizable product, you may have something. And I'd be in.
I would invest if it wasn't so expensive, or for more, like, for a second.
I think his target audience would buy it. I just think he might have to go lower if he's going to sell it to the general public. I think he's just right now looking at his product in just the professional aspect. That's why the price point's a little higher.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Business cards too.
Nice, Wall Street.
All right, Entrepreneurs Court and Lily are members of the demographic that really understand frustration with technology. They wanted phones that could be powered by a battery that lasts.
Yeah, you can do that. Just put your Gmail in. Just go to the bottom, sign over there. Add.
Okay, check this. Little technology that keeps the holding more than, and he's got.
he's still logged in, so you have to log him out.
I know, I can't, log him back in, I don't have his
We shut down.
now.
If you clear your cache, it'll at the very least sign him out. Yeah, it's just in settings. Clear browsing data.
Sorry, I can't use this either.
There it is, yay. Not this far forward.
Hey.
Yay. Let's go. Sure.
Alright, so the name of our company is Solar Plus. Basically, everyone has this problem. When you start your day, you get 100% on your phone, but then after like social medias, YouTube videos, searching, pretty much almost at the end of the day or later, most phones, specifically iPhones, a lot of people have a little problem with iPhones, will die at pretty much midday or even earlier if they can. Pretty much we're making this so we can have an alternative way of charging as a just in case. Pretty much everything in technology over the years has changed. Processors, displays. One thing that hasn't really changed is battery technology. It's been the same for pretty much a long time. So pretty much companies have been trying to cram bigger and bigger batteries while still trying to make good phones. But sometimes this can go out of cost. Sometimes they'll have to go with smaller batteries. So we're trying to keep an alternative way of charging while still trying to so our main idea is to create a case that is more than just a case. Basically, the idea is that you would have a main case, which would be here, and then you would have a solar panel that's built into the back of it, and we have a 3D print. It's just a rough idea. So the little thin piece would be the solar panel, and this is where the groove that it would fit in.
But it's also really cool because you can still charge your phone at night, you won't have to do that. It's just during the day to connect and charge to always have full battery. And you have access to all the buttons that you normally have, and it's the simplest and lightest and the most constructible design. We have my phone case for the technology.
And basically, we also have the consideration of like, you ever heard of the thing of like, if you constantly charge your phone, you could have a risk of damaging the battery? So basically, we're taking this on, so the cover right over here would go over the solar panel, so when you're done charging, you would put it over it. So the main idea is like, you would have the main case, and there would be a groove for the other layer to go over the solar panel.
And it would also look like, so you can actually see the solar panel if you don't want to. You can leave it off so the solar panel looks normal, but if you want to have a normal phone case, you can cover it right with
Technology. There's two types of phones, there's two types of way of charging a phone. You can do standard USB cord, like the iPhone's Lightning, USB type. And then there's also phones that support wireless charging, and we're putting this into our cases. So we'll have, for the ones that do support wireless charging, it'll be into the back of the case. And it'll be where the conductive parts will, so we're able to charge it while it's charging. And then for cases that don't support wireless charging, it'll be an attachment if you look at the model, you'll see like a tiny little hole on the bottom side, like a tiny little hole in the bottom.
Okay, yeah.
That's basically where you're going to have an attachment that'll connect the case to a charging port. So you just keep that while you're charging your phone.
So these are solar panels, so as you can see, new technology is shown that it's basically like paper thin. So adding the thing to the back of the phone case without adding any extra weight or anything, just the case and just the normal cover. And basically, it's going to be 5.5 feet at 100 mAh in full sunlight, which basically means that it will charge fully in 2 hours, which is just as quick, if not quicker, as a normal package.
Now for the case, we're going to have a website for our company that you can choose what colors you want for the main case, the back case. Pretty much you can, if you want to, you can do custom designs, send it to them, send it to us, and we'll design it through and mail it to you.
So the target audience is teens in high school, just because we're always at school and we need easy way to charge our phone, and also the colors are really appealing to teenagers, so that's why it is. And the advantages of it are that it's just so accessible, it doesn't add anything, any weight, any extra size or anything, and it's really
Okay, sure. Do you have any questions?
Your product seems very easy. I'm just a little concerned about the solar panel. Because that's something nobody's tried yet, is that correct?
Yeah, they have big solar panels in the backs of things, but no one's done the big version.
What's the success rate on the thicker?
It's usually more expensive, and that's why people don't buy it. But if you get paper ones where it's just cells of the photo, electric cells in the back, that's cheaper because you don't have as much technology involved with it.
So the product exists now in a form. Is that right?
But we're just taking this to like a way that anyone can like it. Because like not a lot of people would like to have like something big and bulky in their pocket all the time. Just like keep it as thin as possible while still being protected as an open case.
Cost?
It costs about $15 to $20. It depends on how much more it's made of it, so it costs about $10 to do.
Okay, sharks, vest,
I don't know what they're
consider,
asking for.
drawing board.
What are they asking for?
Oh,
About $100,000 for 15 for marketing.
Why are you limiting your marketing audience to high school kids?
Mainly it's just that a lot of us know that like a lot of teens will be on social medias a lot and using their phones pretty much constantly. So people with phones that have smaller batteries or known to have not very big battery life, this is a good way to have an emergency way to have some power on your phone just in case. But it can be pretty much anyone, but it's mostly teens.
And we're just marketing it to teens right now because teens might get it and then their parents might really like it and then their parents might buy it because teens have it and then that will go up.
I'd probably give you $200,000 for 25%, but ask you to market it quickly and go to the college landscape as well. I think those are the folks that are going to buy this and buy it quickly, not high schoolers.
thank you. Out-of-phone users Riley Wallman and Haley Baker want to be able to watch movies and TV effortlessly on their phones. Soon you will be too when you hear their ideas.
So we developed project specs, which is a lightweight and portable way to watch TV with your phone. And here's the business card. So it is a good idea for anyone who has a cell phone, and we have a drawing of it here. special padding so it doesn't hurt your nose. And then glasses alone are $30, and then a replacement projector would be $110. And we're asking for $300 at 15%.
So the glasses go on, and then there's a screen in front of you?
Yeah, it attaches to it.
So, like, I'd be sitting there, and if I turn to talk to Mrs. O'Regan, and she turned to talk to me, and we're both wearing them, we're gonna knock them into...
It's really secure.
Like how, like, 6 inches, 3 inches, 4.
Is there a product out there like this?
I don't get really how it improves the watching experience.
You don't have to hold your phone up, you can just plug it in, and then it projects it out in front of you on a bigger screen.
Have you scientifically considered the weight of the phone and how that would feel for a 2-hour movie?
Yeah, at first, this wasn't the first site that we had. At first, we had done it with the phone app, but we realized that wasn't gonna be able to work, so that's why we changed it to a projector, so that you don't have to worry about that.
Any questions?
How is this different from the Google Glass?
The Google Glasses is just like a projector right in front, there's no solid screen in front. Also, Google Glasses are much more expensive, starting around $1,500.
So this is kind of your primary competition in a way.
Right.
What do you think, Sharks? Invest, consider, or drawing table?
I'd say drawing table. I think it's a neat idea, but I'm worried about the logistics of having a screen in front of your eyes for a period of time. I don't know how attractive that would be for kids.
Thank you. Jane Motion and Angelo Coleman are the founders of the next best social networking app, Whisper. Together, they create a solution for everyone's common frustration of getting to know someone.